Hello, so today we are going to be doing another speed build. Today I'm going to be decorating my Able Sisters area. It is currently the 5th of April, so we have the beautiful cherry blossom trees out, and I have decided to do a cherry blossom theme for my Able Sisters area. I've always known that I wanted a cherry blossom theme on my island, and I've always been really stuck with what to do with my Ables. Actually, I've kind of been stuck what to do with my whole island. But in the past, my Able Sisters has just been sitting next to the beach and it just had some tulips next to it. That was it. So today we're going to change all that. So I blocked out this area that I thought would be nice for the Able Sisters to be on. I did start by putting in some cherry blossom trees. Obviously these aren't going to be here for long, they'll only be here for the cherry blossom season. But I think I'm going to stick around cherry blossom season for a while. I think I'm just going to keep time traveling to these few days in April where there are no eggs and there are cherry blossoms, because the game just really doesn't give us long enough to appreciate the beautiful pink trees. Anyway, so I put my Able Sisters right in the middle of the trees, and I just love how it looks with the blue sky behind it. So the original idea and plan for this area was that on the left side I wanted a waterfall going down to the next level, and on the right side I wanted a cute little picnic area. So I started off with the waterscaping, trying to make a nicely shaped river to connect with the waterfall that would be flowing down to the next level. There was a moment where I thought, oh, maybe it would look cute if I had a river running the whole way across this level, and then I could have a bridge going over to the Able Sisters. But then I was thinking about that picnic area I wanted to make, and I decided that I wouldn't go with that. I'd continue just with the river on one side. So after spending a long time waterscaping, I randomly ended up with what looked like kind of a heart, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, we're getting rid of this waterfall thing. This is now going to be a heart pond. Let's do this. So I had never actually made a heart pond before or looked at any heart pond tutorials, so I'm very surprised that I was able to just figure this out, because I do not consider waterscaping to be my strong suit. I mean, I really don't consider anything on my Animal Crossing to be my strong suit, but you know, waterscaping is hard, so I was quite shocked in myself when I came up with this little heart pond. So while I was happy with it, I thought it might look better flipped over. However, I was incorrect. I couldn't flip it over. There wasn't enough space between the Able Sisters and the heart pond to like fully make the heart. Maybe hedgehogs just don't like water and they didn't want it that close to their shop. Fair enough, so I flipped the heart back the other way, the original way, and then I spent ages just moving the heart pond spot around. I moved it up, I moved it down, it went all over the place. I am now an expert in creating heart ponds. And in the end, it ended up here. Well, not actually in the end. This isn't the last time you're going to see me move this heart pond. It will move again before the end of the video. There was a few minutes when I thought I might put a matching heart pond on the other side of the Able Sisters, but once again, I was just thinking about how cute my picnic area was going to look, and I decided to get rid of it. And once I did, it was finally time to start working on that picnic area that I keep mentioning. Oh, wait a second, no it's not. It's actually incline testing time. So obviously with the Able Sisters being on the 3rd level, I needed an incline to go up there, and I had picked out the white plank incline from Nook. I tested where I thought that would be a good spot, and I was about to place it down and pay it off. However, usually when I'm decorating, I decide that I want my things moved like one spot over. So to avoid having to pay for the incline twice, I was like, I'll just wait until the end. I'll just wait until I'm 800% sure I want it to go here before I pay my bells for this thing. So it was finally time to start decorating the picnic area. So I had a white garden bench, I had some cute shell fountains, and I started creating my picnic rug, which was from a custom design that I've just had in my patterns for so long. It's just a pink and white gingham one, and then I used these little tassel patterns to make it look like a rug. They're so cute. They can make any custom design look like a rug. I will put the code up here if you want to use them. And then I spent a long while just placing different items on the picnic rug, trying to decide just how I wanted it to look. I'm always really amazed when I watch other people's Animal Crossing videos and they bring 5 items and they put down the 5 items and then they're done and they just move on. Meanwhile, I swap out my items so many times, I go back to my storage so many times. It's just a very long process for me. And in this case, What really brought it all together was the little Sanrio tea set. I can't remember which amiibo card it was from. I think it might be the elephant, but I thought that looked so cute in the middle there. I did debate about having 2 bears at this picnic setup, but I decided that this bear just wants to have a picnic by himself. Or maybe he's actually having a picnic with the butterflies, who knows. Either way, he's having a nice time with his cake, with his tea, and I support him no matter what. Anyway, then it was time to get out my custom design path. I've grown really attached to this path here. Like, I thought I was just going to use it in my campsite area, but I'm just loving it so much. So I decided to use it in this area as well as the path from my incline to the door of the Able Sisters. And I did this surprisingly quickly. Normally when I try to place a path, it takes me forever and I'm just like constantly changing the little edges to figure out which way would look the smoothest and the nicest. But this time I put it down and it just looked right. I was so confused. I was like, that was so quick. How did I do that? Maybe my pattern placing skills are finally improving. It only took me like a year. And now that I had the 3 main elements marked down in the area, I had my heart pond, I had my path in the middle, and I had the picnic area on the side. I was like, I am set to put this incline down. Like, I know exactly where I want it to be. I am confident. So I put my incline down, I paid for my incline, and then of course I time traveled so we could see the beautiful incline set up and so I could actually use it. I am so glad I went with the white. Look how cute that looks. I'm so happy with the color scheme for this area. And then after placing that, I just continued with my decoration. I really didn't need to place that incline down right when I did, but I just always do things in a very sporadic order. And I thought it would look really cute if I had like a little dirt patch under where my garden bench was. I was like, it'll make it look so much more natural and cute, and bam, I was right. Look how great that looks. But the thing I forgot about building an incline was that all my villagers could now come visit me while I was trying to decorate. But it was actually really funny because I was just thinking about how like a little frog model would look really cute by the heart pond, and then up walks Camo Frog to investigate what's going on. So I went and got my frog model, and then I went back to the place that I wanted to put the frog model, and Camo Frog was just standing right there. He was like, excuse you, I am the frog model here. Once he moved out of the way, I could place the frog model down, but then the thing was, the frog model is very green and the grass is currently kind of the exact same shade of green. So I decided that I didn't want it there. So I picked up the frog model and then Camo Frog literally leaves. He literally leaves, and I went to check on him and see where he went, and he just had this shocked expression on his face. He was so upset I removed the frog model. At first I did replace the frog model with a duck, and maybe that was part of Camo Frog's shock, but it's okay, Camo Frog, don't worry, I got rid of the duck as well. It's all good. Anyway, so I did then continue with the decorations for around the heart pond. I wanted to try and fit another garden bench in there somewhere. I thought I'd put it in front of the heart pond, but it kind of just blocked the pond too much. Then I realized if I moved the heart pond down a little bit, I could fit one up the top, and that would be really cute. So I did that, and I also added some dirt under the bench like I had for the one on the other side. And I also put a mud lamp next to the garden bench. I thought I was going to put it like between the trees and the garden bench, but it just didn't work there, so it went on the other side. And then I put down some other cute items. We got a lily record player, another cherry blossom bonsai, and also a puppy. The puppy is so cute. I'm sorry, the puppy is like the cutest thing ever. I love that when you go up to it, it like wags its tail and gets all excited. And I thought, you know, the Able Sisters need a pet. They can now have a puppy. It can be called Cable. It can be the 4th Able Sister. It can be the guard dog of their shop. Anyway, then my area was looking pretty good, but I knew I was in desperate need of some flowers. So I originally thought that I'd put down lilies. I guess I was just in the line of thinking that with the lily record player, the lilies would match. And I had those lilies down for a while, but they didn't quite look right. But I thought maybe I just need some custom designs on the ground and then the whole thing will come together. Because I often find as soon as I've placed down the custom designs, everything just kind of works. So I went to the design portal, which thank goodness it's now on our phone. That was such a hassle having to run to the Able Sisters every time. And I actually just used the design portal search feature. I literally just searched cherry blossom and there were so many. Oh my goodness, there were like endless pages of them. I only looked through the first few pages because honestly, like I could have used any one of those patterns. They were all so cute. But I narrowed it down to a couple patterns that I thought might be pretty cute, and I knew I would have to test them on the ground to like see properly because they often look a bit different on the grass to how they look just as a pattern. The design I ended up using for the area was a cherry blossom petal one. There are lots of these, but I'll put the design code up for the one that I used. And I just thought it was so cute to look like the petals were all over the ground. That was so perfect for cherry blossom season and the theme I was going with. As I was placing these patterns, I did get a bit overexcited. I thought I might put them on every single tile, but then it looked like a bit much, so I pulled it back. I got rid of some of the ones that I'd placed down and had them just more sporadically around the area. And placing the patterns did give me time to reassess the flower situation, and I had a sudden realization. I was like, you know what would look so much better here is the hyacinth flowers. I was like, I just need some pink and white hyacinth flowers for this area. That will be gorgeous. So I then went on a 72-hour journey around my town to try and find some. However, I only came up with 3 pink hyacinths around my whole town. I didn't have a single white one, and then I remembered that I sold all of my white, red, and yellow flowers because I was like, I can just buy them again from the Nooklings. Well, it turns out I couldn't buy them from the Nooklings. I went in and they didn't have any. I figured it would be okay and I could just come back the next day and they would probably have some in stock. So I went back to the Able Sisters area and placed down my pink hyacinths, and I was like, yes, these look so much better with the lilies, and the hyacinths just match the cherry blossom trees like super well. It would have made sense to then time travel straight away to get my white hyacinths, but no, I didn't do that. I decided that I wanted to decorate my heart pond. I wanted to decorate the edges of it, and so I began doing that. Now this was quite the gymnastics feat because I had to use my pole vault to vault over it, and sometimes the pole vault just wouldn't work, and it was a lot of effort, but eventually I ended up with this cute mama bear on one side and a decoy duck on the other side. And then I decided to time travel. So speeding on to the next day, I was excited. I went to the Nooklings and they didn't have any white hyacinths again. I was very upset. I hoped that they felt sufficiently bad, and I realized, wait, does my town even sell white hyacinths? I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure they're like a flower that I have to get from Leaf, but it was okay because my sister was able to save the day. She had a whole lot of the flowers that I needed, and she came over to my island and planted them, and it was very exciting. And then I was able to continue on with my decorating finally. So I got to work and put down all the white flowers. I moved quite a few pink ones around and moved them back, and you know me, moving things back and forth a million times. And once those were placed down, I was looking at the whole thing as a whole, and I could see a few spots that just seemed to be missing an item. So on the left, I was like, I need another item like near that bench, and I suddenly remembered the beautiful item of the doll's house. I always forget that it exists, I think because it was like a new Christmas item, even though Christmas was like 4 months ago now. I still keep forgetting about the cute doll's house, and I was like, yes, that is so cute. It's like a little fairy house in the cherry blossom forest. And then looking at the path, I was like, I feel like I need one more item here, and I was looking through my storage and I found a cherry blossom wand, and I put it down, and it just looks like a cute little flower growing out of the ground. And honestly, I would have loved to decorate like the whole outside of the path with the flower wands, except I only had one. And then the final piece of the puzzle, the final item of decorating of this area, I ended up going with this cute little rose cushion. Well, it's just a cushion customized with this rose cover, and it's so cute. I thought it looked perfect there. And then that was it. The Able Sisters area was completed. The decoration was done. I was really happy with how it all came together. I really like how it all looks. I hope you enjoyed watching this and you are enjoying cherry blossom season on your island as well. That is all from me today. I hope that I will see you again soon. Okay, bye.